That you, BJ?
That is me. Why is this guy important?
Oh, why is it important? No,
Hmm.
I'm going through the debate. Like I
Okay.
watched the first time, and I know Uncle D covered him a month ago,
Uh
and
huh.
I noticed that Anton and him going back and forth on a lot of
Okay.
subjects. Now, mind you, I only watched it for the first time. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a good portion, like more than I think halfway into it. So
Okay.
now I'm just looking at and covering and seeing, overall. I
Okay.
not only give my take, but personally, at what Anton and him, especially Anton, he
Hmm.
actually has a more stronger point, and he's trying to fight back, say that he does not. He has males that follow him, but
Yeah.
when I look at his social media, as you can see right there,
Yeah.
there are more women than men. So
Oh
there's
yeah.
there's no way hell you have 7% men watching flocking to your message.
No, I don't think so. I'm not talking the way he talks. No.
No, no. But I see the game he's playing because you need an audience to promote your products, and he has
Mm.
some good products for a fair affordable price. At the end of the day,
Okay.
he is like any other content creator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He made a market for himself, and a lot of women on social media that I've come across. I'm not sure about you, Beatus, because
Uh huh.
you have social media as well, so you might see his reels time depending on social media, and you see women and always. And I think, but say, what is so gravitating on my man? I never watched his content until he debated Anton. Now I'm knowing a little bit more about this.
Anytime you talk down to black men in the black community, you're gonna get an audience,
Hmm.
and that's what he does. So, same thing as what's her name, Princella, and all the other kind of people that
Yeah.
like her and like him. Okay,
Hmm.
it's the same stuff. Okay, what is he saying any differently that we haven't heard in the last 15 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man up, get your money up.
Hmm.
Uh, she's not in control. If you manned up and do what you're supposed to do, then she would comply.
Correct. Yeah. The
Same
message
stuff.
doesn't get old. It never gets old.
Well, not to women, no.
No. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one lady that I'm friends with. She was like sharing his reels, and I told her
Mm.
personally, say, that man's pandering. He's not really saying nothing that you might not either heard of or known of. And she's in her 30s, but I
Okay,
don't.
so why did she listen to him?
I guess she listened to him. If I ask her like again, I
Hmm.
think she like listen because the one thing that she kept her attention is the man supposed to 100% pay all the bills.
Okay.
That's what catches her attention.
Yeah,
One,
yeah, yeah. 100% pay all the bills. Yeah, it's supposed to be
correct.
the 100% provider,
Hmm.
which is attractive to most black women.
Yes.
Yeah.
They sit down and don't do shit, but let him just give you his check. It's the point where the point I didn't know he created a real boss. Like give your woman your whole check. These are old talking points, BJS.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it used to be give your woman your whole check. Those old talking points is because the woman was trained to take because a man's working 13 hours a day. He ain't got time to be at home taking care of the house, right? So,
Correct.
if you go back to fences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, most of those guys couldn't read,
Yeah.
and women were taught to read. And this is something that was directly out of slavery, right? They taught the women to read and write, and taught the men to work. Okay, and so most of those guys, like Troy in fences, Troy didn't know how to read. So to
Yeah.
take care of the bills, the only person to take care of the bills in the household was her. So that's how he brought his check home to Mama. Okay, but Mama's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be a good steward for his money in the household. Okay, which is what she was taught. These young women are not good stewards anymore.
Nope. Nope.
So the contract that you had from outside from emancipation all the way up to I said the 1950s don't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So women are willing to go back to what they were before.
Mm.
If they're not, then that contract doesn't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Where the and that was only in the well, really, white men did it too. Okay, that where the wife came and picked up her husband's paycheck. It's
Mm-hmm.
because she had to go and be accountable for distributing the money and taking care of the house because he didn't
Mm-hmm.
have time. That was the reason for it.
Mm-hmm. BJS, even back in the time, your mother's age, and
Hmm.
probably to my mother to the point that women back then at a certain point were they were good with money back then, or is like consumeration? I would say consumerism took an extra
Eh,
quote.
They had to be good with money because they were responsible for paying the bills, and if they were bad with money, guess what's going to happen to the household?
You gonna
Because
lose the house.
the man wasn't making as much money as wasn't making that much money, so she
Hmm.
had to be responsible for the household. And if
Hmm.
she messed up and the household went under or the bills were behind, it was her fault because she's in charge of handling the money, handling the bills. Because
Yeah.
when I was coming up, especially in black families, the men were not taught how to pay bills. It was the women that were taught how to pay bills because
Hmm.
that was supposed to be their job in marriage.
Yeah.
Because I remember my ex, right? Her
Hmm.
mother had her start filling out checks and paying bills when she was 12 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. 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 Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's the old contract. Does that contract still exist?
Hmm. Right now, this country don't really exist at all because nowadays, women that are able to work now, if they get a paycheck from the man, it's not going to go to anything sustainable. It's going to go
Well,
to themselves and go to worthless stuff. You know.
I
So
mean, are the women nowadays? Trained the same way that the women were back then.
no,
Yeah,
a
well,
lot,
that's the
lot,
problem.
lot of women drop the ball.
Well, they're not trained to be wives, because I got two daughters, okay, and I know they're not trained to be wives.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, and you see the struggles they go through. Your own daughters. That's
Yeah,
pretty much my
yeah,
age. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So, so
I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust. Yeah, either one of my daughters with my check. So.
yeah, and they probably listen back and they say, "Wait, what do you mean you don't trust your own dog? You won't give your
Yeah,
dog
no, no,
money?
not with the whole check. No.
You they're gonna say you owe nigga, so you gonna deprive your own seed." I say,
See,
well,
I know them, and you don't. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you feel that way, why don't you find a woman and give her your whole check?
Yeah, most people say I pass.
Hmm. In fact, I got two daughters. They're unmarried. They got two of them. You want to take one, and then give them your whole check?
Yeah. And tell them say your daughters are very attractive too. So you
Yeah.
probably won't give you a check. You know what I'm saying? It's much better than OnlyFans. Trust me, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
I want my money. I told you. Betty, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Hey, listen, most men nowadays they said they'll go spend a little $5 a month of the subscription. So you're gonna give the money regardless. You know what I'm saying so. Hey,
Well, that's a whole different story, and I think the reason is um, because dating is not fun. So why would you spend money on something that you don't enjoy?
mm-hmm.
And women are not, and women are insufferable now. So why would you spend money on, especially sit there and watch a chick either argue with you or play with her phone? What's the
Oh
point?
yeah.
Yeah,
What is the point? You know what
what's
I'm
the
saying?
point? So.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised none of the gentlemen asked you to cover this because I'm thinking when you did what you did today, and I'll go back watch what you did.
Uh huh.
I would say this. Why be just would invest time go for this debate between Mr. Yada and we
I,
all know Anton brings his hit, but Yada, nah, man, this is
I've seen his stuff before, and I've seen other content creators try the same thing. If he makes money from it, God bless him, because guess because he's pandering. He knows he's pandering,
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know.
and the stuff that he's saying is not original,
Mm-hmm. You're right about
and
that.
you're not dealing with the problem. So the problem is these men need to get themselves together, yada yada yada, before they start dating, yada yada yada, in a bad economy. Are you really kidding?
Yeah, man.
Are you really kidding? Is that it? Well, then, like I said, then most of the women will be dating the top 20% of men, if that. And
Yeah,
hell,
if that.
it really now it's down to the top 10 because people in the top 20 are not making enough to take care of women. So,
Mm-hmm. There's a special scene that explains better, and I tell
hmm
niggas many time, watch. Get
oh
your
yeah,
hand out my pocket,
yeah.
nigga. Tell that get your hand off my pocket.
So I said I don't know what these people are preaching. Well, that's like I don't really don't listen to them because okay, you're selling, and you're pandering, and I don't do that. I mean, if I really want to do that, I could do that, but I don't pander.
Yeah.
And
And trust me, your background, you will make a killing, bro. You know, your
yeah,
background, you understand
yeah,
women and their psychology like a thumbnail.
yeah,
Hell, they forgot you had a woman's channel, Be Just for Women.
yeah, I did. Yeah, which Kevin cloned, but Kevin did it better than I did. So.
Yeah. Well, Kevin is like on camera, so it's a different
Hmm.
feel, you know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
people we listen to people talk and we hear the interaction, but we don't get the real feel when we see the
Hmm.
person's reactions, physical,
Yeah.
emotions into it when a man speaks to you in front of that camera
Hmm.
and you see their body language.
Yeah. Because Kevin was a lot kinder than I would have been. So.
Yeah, you ain't gonna put up with that shit. Yeah.
No, I asked them questions they don't want to answer. So.
Yeah. And you know how it is when women don't answer questions, it really speaks for itself. One other thing to fast forward. I remember Corey Holcomb, and I might cover this.
Hmm.
Cam had him on the hot seat, and
Yeah.
Corey asked him about this woman called Cheyenne Bryant. And
Shine Bryant. Yeah.
he
Yeah.
said first, kind of sure how well you know her in the back because where your circles are, beaches, because
Hmm.
they're in California.
Yeah.
He said, listen, this woman, you didn't ask the actual question. I understand why Cam to do it because he wants to please a certain audience.
Hmm.
But Corey would tell a person, listen, you have a stripper that was on here questioning you and telling you about your intellect. And everybody, and he said he told him personally, because you had her on, and I'm not sure her popularity back then before she was on Cam's channel, that every person, especially women, shared that whole clip
Hmm.
and it may go viral. Where
Okay.
you see her in certain areas now that you
Yeah.
never seen before. And it makes you question, is this really a doctor? Because they get at black men about their credentials.
Yeah.
But when it's black women, all they say they have a doctor. And when people really look really deep, they don't see nothing of where she gonna get doctorate. And I question it. But now when Corey came in and started opening his mouth, now I gotta really take his word seriously now.
Um.
Yeah.
You know what? I think she got her degree online somewhere, and that's where she got her doctorate. I don't think it was actually in the classroom.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that thing. And when I read her CV, that's where I think she got her doctorate. It was online. So
Mm,
shout out to her. But
yeah.
um, uh, I mean, when I first heard her, I said, "Oh, you a ghetto princess. That's all you are." And then when she went into a background about her father um, and she raised by her grandparents, and her father was in the life,
Mhm.
and when his father picked her up and they went home, he had to leave her in the car and take out his pistol and go check the house before they could actually go in the house. So
Mhm.
that tells you the kind of life that he led. So
Yeah.
and his mother was her mother was actually strung out. So that tells you that the background that she came from. But evidently mom was pretty, and she came out pretty. So she was what we call a ghetto princess.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she
She looks
she
just
got
like a mom. Look like a
yeah
mom.
she got picked up by people that did nefarious things, and then rappers and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
she's a legit 100 octane, but
Mhm.
she didn't seal the deal. So I can tell by how
Mhm.
she talks. Okay, you try to use big words, but I see how you put your sentences together. Okay, you are I mean, you are a climber
Mhm.
from the ghetto. So it is, but shout out to them. Shout out to her for the hustle. So,
Yeah.
but taking her seriously now,
Nah, I wouldn't take her serious either,
no.
man. Person, and even that show she put out in front of Cam, talking about and reifying words, some word salad, and then
Mm-hmm.
everybody said this is much better than high value. Now you say you're low vibrating and
The
this and that,
vibrational, yeah, all that kind
all
of
that
crap.
dumb shit. That's
Yeah,
that hung ramen them type of stupid shit. That's that bitch babble. A lot of chicks be crazy.
it is babble. It's psychobabble used by. I mean, I've heard this stuff forever. So this low vibrational and all that kind of crap. That shit comes back from the 80s and 90s, and she just repackaged it. The thing is, she doesn't explain where vibration comes from and all that other kind of crap. But I probably could, but she couldn't because she has no clue about what it is. She's just repeating talking points.
Well, most women nowadays so don't read any stimulating books. They read more of nonsense, like those little like drama books and all stuff. So
Uh,
when it's time to take up a book and learn something. I don't see it in a lot of modern women, personally, in my opinion. And I'm not saying I'm the well-read man as speak
Oh,
for
there's
myself.
with modern people, period,
Yeah.
and that those kind of books, are maybe 2 or 3% of people actually read this kind of stuff. So,
Hmm.
so the thing is, and most people, when it sounds woo woo when they hear it, the thing is, like I said, I've read this kind of stuff most of my life. So what she's talking about is nothing to me. In fact, she's not even using it right. So, but
No.
it sounds good, and it brings clicks and views.
Hmm.
That's
And
probably
let
why he
some.
had her on.
Yeah. And no, mind you, she also dressed real sexy for the dudes to stick their eyes on it. You know what I'm saying? But one thing
Yeah.
people forgot with her is when
Mm-hmm.
Kim asked a real serious question, what age range is your limits? When a woman hit the wall, said
Mm-hmm.
20 to potentially maybe late 40s and maybe a 50, if I can remember, and
Mm-hmm.
let's know that's where she's at.
Well,
She's out here.
she's pretty enough to pull a young guy, but the thing is, and she's got enough money where she doesn't need his money. So
Yeah, yeah. Unlike
so
Trina, I think Trina's married to some young dude. I don't know. I gotta double check.
yeah, well yeah, because she pays for him. So yeah,
Yeah.
so
Thomas said, "I don't got no prenup. He anytime the money comes, he reports to me with the money." And I said,
okay.
"Baby, that's good so far, but I'm telling you right now, when a dude is tired, he will go left, and you can't do shit."
Well, if she got the thing is about people like Trina and people like that, and this is something I tell. That's why I did the octanes, right? Okay.
Hmm.
What's the most valuable thing about a 100 octane chick? What do you think it is?
I can't give you an answer. You had to tell me on BGS.
Not, yeah, just give me a guess. One guess. It don't have to be right.
What is important to high octane? I would say either status or just to get the back blown out. It's one or the other.
Nope. It's called her Rolodex.
Oh, ooh, a lineup. Mm, mm,
Her Rolodex, right? So in other words, say you trying to get your YouTube channel popping, right? And you dating Trina or you friend zone with Trina, and
mhm.
you want to have a guest, right? That's a name brand, right? Okay. Now,
Yeah.
if you try to get that particular person, you got about 50 people you got to go through, right?
Hmm.
Even
Yes.
even have a conversation with him. You probably won't get it, right?
No.
But if you're friends or you're dating Trina, guess what Trina can do for you?
Mm, She could. Yeah. She. Oh, yeah. She
Or
got
she
that.
pick up her phone and said, "Hey, you know, my friend Chaos wants to talk to you for a minute. He wants an interview. Can you do it for me?" And guess
Mm,
what you're gonna get? Probably
get
on
that
the
energy.
strength. You're gonna get that interview, right? You're gonna get that name, or you might get one or two. You might get 10 names, right? Okay. What will
Mhm.
that do for your channel and your status?
It would make my channel grow substantially. Give me some
It,
real eyeballs.
get some real eyeballs, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what 100 octane will do for you. And I always tell one, I said, if you're gonna get friend zoned by any kind of woman, right? The
Hmm.
best woman to get friend zoned is a 100 octane woman because she's connected to money, power, and fame.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Trina might be able to. Trina might have Elon Musk in her Rolodex. You don't know.
Who knows? And trust me, she in Florida, so she well connected. You know what I'm saying? Well connected.
And Trina's connected to who? She's connected to Sierra, who's connected to who?
Connected to Russell
Russell
Westbrook.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson
Yep.
connected to the NFL. Interesting.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Most definitely.
So
Definitely.
that's why a guy that's not well known and a guy that could be young would invest or even invest or partner with a Trina. She can do
Hmm.
something for him. Which is why you get a acquire a woman in the first place, right?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah. But
Hmm.
a lot of dudes thinking like it, but like I said on BGS, you're giving the certain actual pimp game. You know what I'm saying? Use women that where they're supposed to be used. You get me? A lot of dudes they get to romanticize.
Yeah, which a lot of my dating coach friends says they don't like because I'm giving the shit away for free.
Yeah. Well, you're writing a book so about the octanes. I'm hoping that maybe next year, maybe
Yeah,
eventually that
probably.
some
Yeah.
will be finished because like
Mm-hmm.
if I was compiling a book, I want to not say I would tell people right now, but if I do, it's be for some other purpose. So,
Yeah.
but like I said, if you're writing and it's still in the
Mm-hmm.
process, I'm hoping that it will finish very soon.
Yeah, yeah. You just got to finish it. That's why. That's why, because if I haven't dated all the classes, because 100 octanes are too cost too much and they're way too much trouble. But all the rest of them I dated, and basically some of my associates have been relatives of 100 octane chicks that travel in those circles. So I know 'em. I know what they
Mhm.
talk about. I know the kind of conversation that they have. But um, in fact, I could have dated a 100 octane chick, but I didn't. I'm too old.
I mean, like I said, life has been good to me. Just so at times, there's some things
Yeah.
you can't live with regret. I mean, at times we had to really think, say, should I or should I not? I mean, that's too much complaint.
I haven't been I haven't been rich, but I have been comfortable. So can't say I haven't been comfortable. So
Yeah. I mean, well, you build your knowledge up throughout the years for a man that either finished college or not. And like I tell people many times, if you're gonna go beyond the high school level and then tackle the college route, I mean, go ahead, but always your mind should be expanded outside the classroom. And that's one thing that's lost to us. When you hear a lot of people that got these degrees, be just
hmm
even the ones
hmm
that have things opposed against you about the politics and stuff. And they forgot to say, you read this on a daily basis.
I do.
And trust me, to them, when you hear them talk, and I'm personally telling this right now,
hmm
there's too much feelings to a lot of men that either have issues with black men on this sector of YouTube to the other
hmm
thing, what I'm talking about? When they up here posing about either information or misinformation, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, well, what is the misinformation? Because what you have said either happened already or was already projected to happen. At the end of the day, the information is right there. I mean, but if you're so much in love with the person, you're
hmm
missing a lot of information. See me, when I hear about politics about the
hmm
two wings, I
hmm
always have an open mind saying I can't feel comfortable of who is in charge or who's running things. All I know is that there's someone bigger ahead that's pulling strings that most men are not really understanding. You get me?
They don't understand the layers and structures of how this goes from all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top, and not just here locally, but also
Beyond the
globally.
pyramid scheme.
Globally, yeah. Well, that's all a pyramid scheme, but
Yeah,
the thing is, the closer you get to the top, you're dealing with people that are outside this country. So.
yeah.
I've been studying like my teacher Hewlett, who I started studying under in like '96 or something like that. Right?
Mhm.
Basically, he also said he studies power, so I've been taught to study power in the
Yeah,
power structures. So that's like a lot of stuff that I come across and I talk about. Right? People don't
yeah.
understand it initially, but after about a year or so, they said, "Wait a minute." The shit that he just talked about just happened. Why? How did he know it was going to happen? And I did. The thing is, you could see it. See, I knew
Mhm.
what was going to happen because I knew what was behind the scenes. I knew. I talk about the stuff they don't want to talk about until it happens, and 2 years later when they actually review it. Okay, I'm talking about it in real time because I know the patterns. When you know the
Mhm.
patterns, you can say, okay, this is what they're getting ready to do. Okay, and this is
Mhm.
what's getting ready to happen, and this is why they're doing it. See, and some of the stuff I can't say in public. Even now, there's stuff I can't say in public because
Mhm. Okay.
somebody like Dr. Marifa gave me a clue about the upcoming bricks and stuff like that, and then
Mhm.
he just said a couple things, right? And
Mhm.
then a week later, I find out the stuff that's going on behind the scenes with Congress and other entities in the Middle East. Okay, so okay, that's why he told me that. But the thing
Mhm.
is, he didn't have to outright tell me when the thing popped up. I remember the conversation, so now I already have the key. So I
Mhm.
already understand it before it even comes up. And that's what I try to do with you guys. I try to tell you, um, I try to give you the understanding before the situation actually happens. So when you see it,
Mhm.
maybe you don't completely understand, but you recognize it. Whereas before you wouldn't even recognize it. It would just go blow past you, and it'd be like 3 or 4 years, and you ask what happened, and then you got to go back and piece it together and look. So the thing is, you can actually notice it in real time. And that's
Mhm.
the whole thing about me giving you a heads up, like just like with the election, right? I'm giving you heads up, okay, about why they're doing some certain things, right? Why they're trying to do certain things. So when the stuff comes up and something happens, you have an understanding about what they're trying to do because you already
Yeah.
have the game plan. Yeah.
Of course, of course. And a lot of men, right, they pay for it or not, should appreciate, because think about it, politics is dirty. And when I hear people in the chat room or them try and tell us what they know or they get the pushback,
Mm-hmm.
I understand, but it better if you're a man that's listening to this content, just sit back. If you just ask the question, you don't have to really know all the answers. You know what I'm saying? You have
Mm-hmm.
someone here that is old enough that will guide you. He's not gonna
Mm.
tell you all the answers, but he's gonna guide you and give you a simple way of how to search. See, one thing as any teacher, it better if I rather learn on how to fix this puzzle or what puzzle's missing to create the whole. You get me? That will go much further because sitting here, always guessing what if. I just need a direction to say what I'm missing. Can you point me here, and that I could start searching, and then maybe it might click. It might click, and 9 times it will click for some. It will not click for the rest of them. But at the end of the day, you just need like a extra guy, a point.
Yeah, like this guy, he's preaching to women because it's not going to do any
I
good
want
for
to start
guys.
with you this time. Have women?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Because this guy is not gonna. Because this guy right here is not understanding why men aren't doing it. Okay. And men aren't doing it because they don't see value in it. So you're telling guys to do something, get yourself ready to get a woman, and the young guys are asking, why do I need her? You haven't explained that because you haven't explained what the value, what value the woman actually brings you for all this money and all this reserve that you're throwing at her. Even he can't explain it. Why are you giving your woman all this kind of stuff? Why are you doing all this, paying 100% of the bills, giving her all this kind of crap? What are you doing this for? Is this a flex? You trying to show off? What does she do? What does she give you of value in return?
And a lot of men that push that message never give you the answer, and they can't give you the answer because by the time now it's giving the chick or what they call this orders that you must serve this man. You must
serve. Like Russell Wilson. I say you take Sierra and Russell Wilson, okay? It's obvious what she does for Russell Wilson. Okay, it's not that he's throwing money at her, he's taking care of her. No, she's bringing value back to him.
Exactly.
Okay? Same thing with Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? It ain't a one-way thing. He's putting her in position. He's giving her, taking care of her. Well, he really doesn't have to. But the thing is, she's bringing value back to him, and that's the thing that they don't talk about. Okay, it's always a one-way thing. That's how you know they're talking to women, because a lot of women want to get and not bring value back. That's why I showed the earlier today about the black chicks talking about getting money from guys or different guys, and the white chick. Now that white chick knew that she had to bring value to that guy for that guy to pay her phone bill.
Exactly.
Okay, straight up. Okay, straight up. She didn't squawk. No, she didn't squawk about it. She didn't have an attitude about it. She knew that I need this and I have to give something back in return to him. Okay, whereas black women try to say that kind of stuff. Okay, try to preach that kind of stuff. The thing is, that's why they fail. Just because you put on makeup and get on TikTok and you look good in your glow light, okay, that's fine. But the thing is, how far will they get you?
Yeah, it won't get you far at all, man.
It's not gonna get you far at all. That's why they preach it, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, and it shouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I looked at his comment section and to see if disprove your point of you say you have this amount of men that flock to your channel, and it's not, and he knows that. You see one thing with this brother that y'all see on the screen, doing this debate, it's not gonna help him, but it could hurt him if not careful. You get me?
Yeah.
Because now you're in a different breed of audience, a crowd that's not gonna take your side. Most of them are gonna take most of the men's side if you're not careful, and you have to show and prove why your message is working or why we should listen to your message.
Yeah, that's why Anton pretty much, and Anton is no flaming red pill dude by any measure. Okay.
Oh, absolutely not.
Not really. He believes in basically taking care of his woman, taking care of the bills, the man being the best version of himself, all all the stuff that he preaches. Okay. And basically, and this guy's way on the other side. Anton just cut him a new one.
And that's what y'all witnessing right now. Cut a real new one,
Yeah, that's why he has no answers because he's been talking to women and guys that don't know anything. So now you coming up against a guy that does know something, that does know his worth, and you're getting cut up.
And it's not like a regular dude that's single. He is a married man, still married, and has money just like yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so
yeah. I don't even know how Yada makes his money, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he sells mostly detox. He's more of a biochemist by profession. So,
okay.
So he deals with herbs, healing the body.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what he does. So he's he's a hotep, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I we could say Israelite hotep because when you tell me y'all Awakening. You can see like
Uh,
wardrobe
okay.
and a bead holding. This is more
Okay.
like that is. Well, I think it might be Israelite, but who knows? It's like
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, the Israelites are considered hoteps too. So,
yeah, in some ways. So,
no, a lot of ways.
yeah, I mean, oh yeah, sorry, yeah, a lot of ways. It works. It works for him. So he make his money and he's doing good. So like I said, women, you're gonna keep listening to his message.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, you might not get the results, sweetie. Kevin been warning y'all for the last couple of years about this, and now anybody that comes after him and try to counteract will not work out in the present day.
I think Anton's trying to find his groove in the same vein that Kevin did.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
think Anton, Anton doesn't have the presentation, but thing is, Anton's trying to build the same kind of high value cluster of men and trying to work almost the same arena that Kevin did. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. So how much more time into this video? I got 10 more minutes of this. Unless you want to watch
it
last
doesn't
10
matter.
minutes.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 10 minutes and with this because I want to go halfway through this. I might do a follow up. All right, let's keep going. Furious, guys.
Women become less submissive, Anton?
Yeah, absolutely. 100% they become less submissive. And I like to answer questions directly, and then I want to add the content.
And if you want to add anything, you could have me pause it.
No. Basically, he does. I'd like that too. Answer the question first and then add to it. A lot of people want to give you the whole wind up, okay, and then when the answer comes, when you didn't answer the question, and sometimes they even forget the answer to the question before they actually deliver it, which is something I don't like. But go ahead.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Reason why they become less submissive because they become less reliant on men for provision and protection, right? Some of that is society and that we've civilized the world so much to where we're no longer hunters and gatherers, right? We now have the technology to where people can live on their own and they can survive on their own because everything is automated, technology, so on and so forth, right? But the other part of it is that people have the ability to choose for themselves, right? Historically, women just became able to vote within the last 50 to 60 years, right? They just been able to get some of the jobs that they had within the last 50 to 60 years. The problem with that, though, is that historically, and you see it within our culture and our community, is that when people have the option to choose for themselves, often at times they choose wrong, right? So I'll give you an example. Men used to give their daughters over to husbands as virgins. You don't see that anymore. Often at times, most times, women had never known another man. But now they have the ability to do what they want with their body. Now, the other side of that, though, is there are some men that have absolutely ruined some women. And then you've seen women have to fend for themselves and have to pick up the pieces for themselves and have to find themselves in that because they didn't have the fathers or they didn't have the protection or they had an uncle that touched on them when they was younger. And those are some of the subjects that we don't broach as far as the core reasons as to why people are broken before they even reach adulthood. So before...
Well, I think black people know this answer. All right, and usually we could go back the cause, but we know the answer why that is. You get me? Once you start break the society and women don't really need men, there is a consequence of that.
The reason you have marriage in the first place is because of the contract to raise children and to survive. So once the environment changes, guess what's going to happen to the people in the contract? So now you need a new contract.
Yeah, exactly.
But Anton will learn that in another year or so. Okay, he's parroting the stuff that we've already done, and he's actually explaining stuff that he understands. So he hasn't gotten to the point where we are yet. He'll get there.
He'll get there. All right, let's keep going.
You even have the ability to choose for yourself, you already broken. You see what I'm saying? Or you have the child support system, or you have society that has leveraged the child support system in order to endear you to a specific party. And so they've incentivized you to depend on the federal government instead of leaning on your parents. Or we've promoted in the culture for you to leave the house at 18, right? That's not conducive for your lifestyle. That's never going to work for you. It's never going to be ideal for you to be out there as a woman at 18 and 19 years old by yourself. So is there some responsibility on the fathers and the parents and the culture itself for influencing and then ultimately pushing the women out there and men out there. Men are supposed to kind of be pushed out there, but they're supposed to fail in controlled environments. Is there some responsibility? Absolutely. But to answer your question again, to bring it back, are women less submissive? Absolutely, but that's the context behind it.
There you have
So
it.
it's not their fault entirely. It's not entirely their fault. You can never hang something, especially on a person that was raised to be a certain way. You can never 100% put something on somebody like that. That's not entirely their fault.
And Yada, what do you think about what Anton is saying?
I mean, he articulated very beautiful. Like he articulated very beautiful.
You didn't understand it.
Well, I would say, to me, and from what I see is, when a man is able to properly lead, properly provide, help this woman reach her best version, heal from past trauma and pain, she becomes submissive. I don't care what her background is. I don't care if her mommy was there, her daddy wasn't there. I don't care what's going on. When a woman steps into the presence of a man that walks with God's attributes, leading, guiding, protecting, this woman is going to naturally become submissive because in her nature to be submissive.
Bullshit.
But she's been put through this man, father not being there, mother not showing her how to be a woman. So when a woman is guided and loved and protected, and I need these words to be heard, when she feels stable, safe, and secure, she's going to dwell in her femininity, and this is where the submissiveness comes from. If a man has to demand a woman to be submissive, he must look in the mirror at himself. Are you able to lead her properly? Are you able to guide her properly? Are you verbally, mentally, physically abusive? Are you able to make love to her mind? Or are you just able to make love to her body? When a man stands on truth and his foundation is God, the woman becomes submissive. I believe, in my opinion, that women stop being submissive because men forgot how to properly lead. Not just lead, but properly lead on each and every level. And I don't care if it's, the brother mentioned welfare or anything external. If it's inside the house and family is business, we have to look at the man running the business. How does she feel? Does she feel heard? Does she feel accepted? Does she feel stable and loved and secure? And the answer is yes, you'll see it by the fruit she bear. But if the answer is no, you're going to see it by the fruit she bears. So all a man has to do is step into the characteristics of God. And this is when you'll see the greatest version of your woman, because you became the greatest version of yourself, and your woman is a reflection of you. I'm talking about your woman, not some random woman you met off the street.
So
Before we continue, guys, when you watch this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. One thing he said earlier, BJ's kind of sure if you watched it for the first time.
Yeah.
When he talks about the abuse, the first thing he came up was talking about the boy that goes into manhood, that he was verbally and abused to by his father. He never mentioned him one time. Anton had to stop him, and we had to hash that question. Why you said this abuse always comes from the father? Well, last my check, most of these boys not being raised.
Yeah, by the father, yes.
So right there, that's where you know you effed up right there. To this, what he's saying right now about the leading and all this, right? Even to the feminine and the submission, like you know, we talk about the face. No, you're going submissive, or you don't get no outcome. You know what?
Where do women learn to be submissive?
Go ahead.
From their mothers.
Yeah, their mothers. Yeah.
So they should come to you submissive, okay? If they don't come to you submissive, I don't care how good you think you are or how strong you think you are, she ain't gonna be submissive, okay? She always gonna push back. That's how come marriages, okay? Black marriages end after about 5 years, okay? And the amount of money the guy makes, and I've talked to a lot of guys that make a lot of money, then alpha males and all this kind of crap, man, then women are not submissive, okay? That's bullshit, okay?
Yeah, it is bullshit. Yeah.
And you look, hell, if that was the case, Will Smith would be happily married and his woman wouldn't say shit, okay? Amongst other people, okay? Amongst other people.
Yeah. Exactly. They should, but that's what. So what he said right there,
Is
and I
it,
thought it's funny.
yeah, who's more submissive, a Latina that just crossed the border with a poor ass husband, or a chick that's married to a rich dude, black chick married to a rich dude? Who's more submissive?
Obviously, Latina.
At the Latina, right? It's because she got a whole bunch of money because this dude is kicking ass and making a whole bunch of money. No,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, me and Sergeant Willie Pete had that same argument for about a couple of years, right? Until Passport Bros came up, and I asked him, okay, I said, check out the poor ass. I have seen more submission out of a Latina woman, okay, or even an African woman living in a tin shack with her man struggling than I have seen with women that are living in mansions in America.
Mm-hmm. But I think with him, because I heard he's a doctor by profession. I'm not sure what type of doctor he does, because that's another
Yeah.
story.
Hmm.
That you only will say something like that because you probably
He's lying.
and there you thank you very much.
Because he's lying, because we see it. We see it amongst these chicks that are pushing for Kamala Harris. Do they sound submissive?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Does Ebony K. Williams, who was actually dating a millionaire, multi-millionaire, does she sound submissive?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Chicks like Cheyenne Bryant, who date ballers, does she sound submissive?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And who else? We can go down the list.
We can go down the list. Okay.
And that's bad. We can go down the list. We can't name one black chick
Mm-hmm.
or even profession, celebrity stuff that is really submissive. That is frightening. That is
It's
sad.
frightening. So him spouting that stuff, because those what he's talking about now is female talking points. If you provide, if you're the alpha male, if you were this perfect person, then that woman will submit to you, okay? Because you will have to heal all her past trauma. It is not, and all psychologists, okay, tell you it is not up to you. It's not up to you to heal her, okay? You can't fix her, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She's got to fix herself. You can't fix her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
There's a whole bunch of chicks that are, high octane chicks and non-submissive. What's her name? Brittany Renner, right?
Yeah.
Who was she dating? P.J. Washington. PJ Washington was bringing in what, $20 million a year, right? He was giving her. Had to put her in a mansion. He was giving her $50,000 a month.
Yeah, like Yada said, he said if you make that much money, you should give your wife, and she should have an allowance roughly every month. She should have allowance over $20K, some nonsense.
If you can afford it, and that is the contract that you write up with your drop with your woman. Okay, giving your woman a $20K allowance is bullshit. Basically, that money should be like white folks. Okay, should be reinvested back into the household or back into the business so that you can be comfortable. Right?
Exactly.
Why does she need $20K? Okay, to blow off money.
That is some. You want to know the real answer? I'll give you an answer. That's that Atlanta housewife. That's that thing you watch on TV where you see these bars giving women thousands and $1,000 money. And sometimes they're wives.
Why do you need to marry her? If you just want that, just trick. Okay, yeah, I mean you can get that same chick for a quarter of that with $5,000 a month. You get the same chick, and now you have to marry her. Okay, without the headache.
Yeah, and probably less now if you think about it.
Well, it depends. It depends on the quality of the chick, because looks don't always mean quality.
Yeah. Wait, let me run this. And y'all guys know what times. I know y'all watching from above. Y'all know what to do.
I want my money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Vanny, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
So just to be clear,
Support channel. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say hit the like button, support the channel, BGS tax. If I'm here, BGS tax is in effect. $1 holler or better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, watching right now from the clouds. All right, let's go.
And Cash App if you don't want to be recognized. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
does every woman have the ability to be submissive so every woman has this ability based upon how the man shows up?
And I want to go to scriptures because I'm sitting in front of this beautiful brother.
and then you're getting ready to spot that bullshit. He getting ready to gut you. You know he getting ready to gut you. That's why come you say that.
Listen. This is where you know you met your match. Well, you don't see. Let me say something. Make ourselves bigger. I gotta do this. You know when you met your match, when you try to run that same game, but you met someone that is much more intelligent and know your game and said, "I got you." Don't run that with me, sir. Don't try it with me. That's why the first thing he's gonna come out and say, "Let me use the scripture to get these niggas home." Oh, I can't do it. This nigga reads the scripture. Fuck it. It won't work. It won't work. That's why this right here was golden, BGS. I understand, and you know that's what I like about you, sir. That you asked the question. I hope I answered the question while I'm playing this. But it lets you know what I'm saying. There are some person that's gonna be better, and that's gonna meet your match. So you up here think that you're gonna come on here, you know, with your talking points, your so-called knowledge or understanding of what we call scripture. And when Anton asks what book we're gonna go reference, we're gonna use the King James version of the Bible. And it's okay. And as he's sitting there reciting, Anton said, "Hold right there, stop right there, sir. You don't understand the words, the definition of words, the etymology, what this means." And that's when he had to sit there, dissect them right there. And I know I'm talking true because y'all seen it firsthand. You get me? Especially talk about the Garden of Eden and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy, oh gosh. Dumbass. That's all he said, dumbass. Right. Jesus Christ, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
when I got on saying God's name, all praises, but when Jesus seen Mary Magdalene about to get stoned, he said, "Ye without sin cast the first stone." This one was a known prostitute, but the presence of him, the attributes he held of God, made this woman change her whole life. And after he was resurrected after 3 days, who's the first person he appeared to? Mary Magdalene. So if the man is leading and guiding and walking with the attributes of God, a prostitute can change her life. And the Bible also says, Jesus, everything I do, you can do, as long as you believe.
He said, "Greater will you do." But
greater. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Because you have more time, yeah.
Fair use, people.
I appreciate
y'all
that.
brothers on the scripture, man. I'm proud of y'all.
Facts. So essentially,
Before we continue, because he did talk about Mary Magdalene was a whore. Okay, all right, we'll go there, right?
Okay.
So because of that thinking, and a lot of women are now moving into whorism with OnlyFans, you know, do what they want, you know, all these type of popping their coochie. So you're telling the black man today, depending on his financial situation, they should take on the baby mamas and take on the whore to those that are married.
The thing is, you have to go deeper into the scripture about what, okay? Mary Magdalene was getting ready to get stoned, right? And basically, he said, what he said is, "I'm not judging you," okay? And she said she wanted to change. And she said, she said, "Okay, you want to change? Go and sin no more." She wanted to change. He didn't make her change. She wanted to change. That's why she came to him in the first place. In other words, if you have the willingness, it wasn't about him, it wasn't about Jesus, right? Okay. In other words, it's about her. Okay. It's about her. He opened her eyes, said you can change if you want to. And what he said, okay, he told her, I said, "There's nobody to judge you now, okay? Because I've taken care of that, okay? So go and sin no more." And guess what she did?
And she stopped sinning.
She stopped sinning because guess what? That's what she wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked here because believe it or not, it's actually a lot of agreeing going on this question. But
and I
with the
understand
brothers
that.
on the concept of submission.
I understand that. So let's swing it a little bit. And I want to start with Anton. Do you think that women's dating expectations are too high? Because the men are saying women want entirely too much during the dating phase.
I don't believe in dating.
I agree.
Really?
I don't agree.
I don't believe in dating
At all.
So how do you get to know a woman?
I think that you know your wife when you meet her.
Really?
Hold on. And this is why I say, he said, Yada, he just mentioned, you said a man should have 300,000. Like he said, man should go after a woman with purpose, not to date her, not to sleep with her, not to have children out of wedlock. That's my wife. I'm going to court you for however long, but this is going to end in marriage. And this is why I say a man should provide a woman's every need, because you're going after a woman with purpose. Excuse me, brother. I apologize.
No, I don't believe in dating.
So, and give me context on when you say a man knows his wife.
One thing
as
that
soon
he
as sees
said,
her.
one thing that he said, well, he didn't say it specifically, but he used several different examples. One thing that he said previously, when he just spoke, not just this time, but previous to that, is he was speaking about submission and how you can inherently, every woman has the ability to be submissive depending on the circumstances that she put in, especially when she's under a certain type of man. I do believe that every woman has the ability to be submissive.
On praises.
Okay.
But I also believe that you should be equally yoked. I'm not going to chase something that's not of me in order to try to convince them or show them that I have the ability to provide for them to where they can be submissive under me.
Well, give us some context as well to equally yoked, because I think that's thrown around.
A lot of guys run out there and they try to get the thing that's the finest. A lot of guys run out there and a lot of the foundation of their relationship is based off of sex. Like, they don't have anything to stand on once they start to have conversations about things that's much deeper than what's on the surface. And so at that point, you realize that you're unequally yoked, but you've already started to join in together as though you were married by doing things that married people do. And so that's the one thing that I think that is nuanced in a conversation, is that we're not talking about being equally yoked, right? A lot of times we say that guys are supposed to take on something that's not for them for the sake of saving a woman from herself. That's not his purpose. That may not even be his wife. But a lot of times we incentivize men to do so because we hearken unto the voices of women and what they want. That's not what we are supposed to do. When it comes to the whole idea of your wife, I believe that women often at times skip over the men that they were supposed to marry. And then they try to have a redemption arc. I believe that men often at times, they ignore the women that is supposed to be for them because they're too busy focused on these women that's for the streets, right? I believe that a lot of times your wife or the person that you're supposed to be with, and we talk about guys that's in the friend zone and stuff a lot of times, but you're supposed to marry your best friend. That's the person that has your best.
Agree.
That's the person.
Now, do you agree or disagree with this, BGS, from what Anton said?
Well, that's the way it used to be. Somebody's supposed to marry your best friend, and a lot of women have, and they divorce their best friend too. So
Yeah, I heard.
The thing is, what they're missing as context is basically families are supposed to be involved because marriage is about joining two families. Okay, that's how arranged marriages last longer and have a less than 10% divorce rate. Is because you have the families involved keeping those two people together. So the thing is, what you're missing is that a broken, what do you call it, the family structure, which is extended family, a broken clan structure, okay, and then you have a broken a mating structure, right? Because now it's not even where people meet each other in school or work or some other place where they can get to know each other without dating. Now it's like I got to be on an app, and the only way I'm gonna get to know her is invite her to a coffee date. Okay. Now him saying you need $300,000. Okay, brother. What percentage of black men earn $300,000 or more?
Yeah, that's
Or have $300,000. So who are you talking to? Okay, you're talking to less than 1% of the black men. So who is your message for? So why should a black any man go out and acquire $300,000? He can just buy the chick. Okay,
simple as that.
simple as that.
Yeah. Get over it. Just pay, like you said before on your previous stream. Just pay for it. And a lot of dudes get offended. And I'm not a proponent of tricky, but I will say this: if you a person that is very busy, you don't like waste time, do what you need. You get me? Don't sit there and throw money at someone and your whole intention is you want them.
You can, but this whole financial structure is not built to have a whole bunch of people making $300,000 a year. Okay, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. And the other second thing is when he says being equally yoked. Okay, he's not bringing class into it. Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So that's how come poor people or people of simple means get together because they're in the same class structure. That's what he means by equally yoked. Women actually intrinsically know that, even though they don't express it, because they want the guy. Really, what they want the guy is a simple guy, the hood guy that makes $1 million a year. Okay, that's what they really. That's why I always say I want a drug dealer or a scammer. Okay, guy that makes a lot of money, but he's still in my class.
That's too much.
Because you ain't gonna see no chick with a master's degree say I want a drug dealer or scammer as a husband.
Yeah, you're right about that.
At least not out loud. Okay.
Yeah, because she gonna look down upon thinking that, But it lets you know that women that, like that. That's women that. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
The Gray Pill podcast, man. Don't come with that crap, man. It's too late, and it's too late at night, and you don't want this work. So basically, chill on that. So love is blind. Chill on that. Okay, love is not blind. Okay.
It's not blind. It's not blind. All right. Let me keep.
If you think love is blind, it means you are a fool.
Well, a lot of black men need to cut off their romanticism, man. Because
black men and men in general are not as romantic as you think they are. Okay, black men are very pragmatic. They might talk that crap, but they're pragmatic. That's how come you see guys that can make something out of a 3 or a 4. Oh, I can date her. Okay, why? Okay, or she can be cleaned up. They're very pragmatic about what they can and cannot get. Okay,
true. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. All right, keep playing. All right, let me see what you made. All right.
No.
The person that has your best interests at heart, that's the person that wants the best for you. That's the person that absolutely is going to
We have your back. Yeah, in other words, the woman is 10 toes down for you. That's what he's trying to say. Okay.
That's what he wrote. Okay. Keep up with the conversation. I wasn't responding. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Let's keep going.
be there through thick and thin. And all of the vows that you're going to take, they're already living it. They're a reflection of it. But so many times we're incentivized by the things that surround us, influenced by the things that surround us, especially when we have a young mind. And your mind is not even fully developed until you're in your mid-20s. And so a lot of times we used to depend on our culture. We used to depend on our family to help us vet and see things that we couldn't see. But now we're choosing for ourselves. So again, I don't believe in dating. I believe that dating is just the gateway for you to find yourself in situations that you're not supposed to be in. And I believe that you know your wife very, very early, and a lot of times we skip over.
You're repeating it. You're repeating what I've said. Okay. Nigga, are you gonna steal everything?
Well, Anton does listen to sectors of YouTube, listen to the space, so he's getting his pointers.
I mean, they're gonna steal it because me and Kevin used to go back and forth with that about when do you know that a woman qualifies for your wife, and I said 6 weeks, he said 6 months, basically. So we had gone back and forth with that for like years. We agreed that a man knows his wife or potential wife when he meets her. Okay, and it's just a point of when do you recognize it? And I say 6 weeks. Kevin said 6 months. So he's just repeating what we said.
Yeah, it's a repeat. Yeah. I'm saying 6 months, 6 weeks, no matter. All right, let's keep going.
I think this is a difference here because you actually stated when you went to Angela Yee, the young lady was stating, because a lot of women ask this question too. They're like, look, I want to date multiple men. That's like a big thing. They want to date multiple men.
This is a sister saying she's already dated. I said, look, date them all until you find what's for you. I didn't say sleep with them all. I didn't say cook for them all.
Yeah,
Look at Anton. Look at Anton.
yeah. I wish StreamYard was able to give me the ability to zoom in on this bad boy. I would show his reaction. It is
Yeah,
priceless.
Anton. What the?
They what? So yeah,
What
sit
the?
there
What
and have
the? So you and
roster,
you encouraging this crap?
a
Okay.
roster, a lineup, nigga. Are
Yeah,
you
yeah,
serious?
yeah.
Nigga, what? A line? Yes, Anton. Black women should have a lineup.
And the thing is, he's encouraging about dating multiple men. That's like Anti said. Look, what did I just say? Anti said, I don't believe what I'm hearing out of you. Okay. And we'll go ahead and play it. Yeah, look, that's what that look. Yeah, that recognize the look. What the fuck?
Yeah.
In other words, you full of shit.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't say do no wifely duties.
But you said you didn't believe in dating.
Hold on, brother.
Do the
Hold on. This is a
wife-
woman that asked me a question.
I know. I seen it.
Right. She said, I'm already dating 3 men. Date them all until you find what's good for you. So now, if you're already having sex, stop. I tell one more time, you're being a wife to a man that doesn't even deserve that.
Right.
You're cooking for a man that doesn't deserve that. And this is when I say, is he at least paying your bills? Because that's what a husband does.
Wow.
Wow.
People are taking my words and putting their own remixes on me.
Ah, wow.
You said anything that you didn't
Bro,
say?
I'm talking to him, brother. No, no. It's okay, brother. And I love you. Hey, bro, I love you, man. I love you.
You talking to him, but
so
you
a
debating me.
lot of people,
Go ahead, Kamala.
honestly, talking to you now, it's not. I realize it's not even a debate. Because a lot of our basics are similar. A lot of the foundation of what me and him talk about is similar.
Hey, and now you're trying to worm your way out of it.
Get the fuck out of here, man. No, it's not. When you said
That works on women. They don't work on men. Okay.
don't work on men. That's why when I showed the comment section of his social media, more women, very few men, and the few men that's under are probably that follow his channel. That probably is a panda bear, like what you'd soon probably try and be like you, and everything just to please the chick.
Yeah, it's the thing is, he should have said, "Why are you dating 3 men?" It's what he should have said. He didn't say that. Well, date them all. No, in other words, you pandered to her.
Yeah, you have to pander because they pay the bills. I'm saying they buy the products. I'm saying I can't tell her all to mess. If I tell her something that she's not gonna like, she's not gonna come back and buy my crap. Buy my stuff. I mean, buy my wonderful products that will heal your body. But let's listen.
True.
It's just different angles from different perspectives. And I understand his opinion. I see it, and I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, I think that might be my little brother right there. You never know.
That's cute. That's cute.
See, that's my favorite line too. That's
cute.
cute. That's my little brother. But all I'm saying, when I said the woman should date multiple men, I'm not saying cook for them. I'm not saying sleep with them. I'm saying if you're already in this mix, find out what's good for you. You don't have no children as of yet. Go ahead, enjoy yourself, but make sure there's a limit onto what you're already in that. So I'm coming from her understanding.
Go ahead.
Now, if this is a young girl coming to me, hey, y'all, I'm thinking about such and such. Sister, stay focused. Keep your body to yourself. If you're still a virgin, hold it. If you've already lost your virginity,
Even Anton is like, this motherfucker, this nigga here. Hey, he's saying this nigga here. That's what he's saying right about now. This nigga here.
Yo, the brothers that did this podcast, I wish you make as much money out this crap right now, man. Make as much money as you can. You need to do more of this. Listen, this is better than cable. Actually, my fault. Most people don't watch cable, but this is better than anything we watch. You get me? We're listening for the last almost hour. This is almost an hour into this, and already we see. I could tell why a lot of women follow you, my dude. You giving these women bad advice. I'm saying, say, be pure, do all this. He pushed the mic back and just put it. Says, I can't believe what the fuck I'm listening to. I'm just laughing and say, this nigga not really serious. What? Man, let's keep playing.
stop. If a man truly loves you, which the woman is the prize, if a man truly loves you, he's going to become a champion, and he's going to show you why he wants you in his life. So ladies, if a man is unable to provide your every need as a husband should do, he's not the one for you. And I'm going to say that, and I'm going to stand on that. I'm harder on the men, yes, because men are the leaders.
So let me close this poll out real quick.
No.
No, go ahead. Come on.
So should she date or should she not date?
The woman that I was speaking to, I came from her understanding. And I said, sister, you got 3 men, date them all until you find which one is for you. I didn't say sleep with them. I didn't say cook for them. Go to the movies, hang out, have the conversation with them. The one that's for you is going to overshadow everybody else.
She said
break it down for me, Tom.
that she was looking to basically go through a whole phase because she had been abstinent for the last 2 years and she was coming out of her abstinence. That's what she said.
And what did I say?
Why you interrupting me now? See, you didn't want to talk to me. You wanted to talk to them.
I love you, man. What's going on, man?
You didn't want to talk. No, hold on. Wait.
Can you look that up so we can get the specifics on that? Can you look that up? Can you find that?
He didn't want to talk to me. He wanted to talk to y'all.
Take TikTok.
And I told him to look me in the eye, and he kept looking at y'all. But now that I'm speaking to his soul, right? I'm talking to his soul.
The devil is devilish.
We get into the core of who he is, because you can't say one thing and then mean something else. Let me add the rest of the context of what he said. He then was telling them to charge money like prostitutes.
Play the clip, please.
He told them to charge.
Find that
told
clip
them to
ASAP,
charge $50,000.
The remix.
Nope.
The remix.
Did you say charge money? Yes or no?
Remix.
Yes or no? Did you say
the
charge?
Remix.
Wait, it's a simple question. Yes or no? Did you say charge $50,000?
Charge them $50,000 for what, brother?
Did you say charge $50,000?
For what? You're going out. Add it together. You're breaking out
You can
bits and
add
pieces.
whatever. No,
bits
you
and
can
pieces.
add whatever context
So
that
what
you want.
what I teach coming
And I've heard
from
him say
my
that.
background.
I've heard him say it.
All my brothers.
Yeah,
I've heard him say it. Okay, do you want this? Well, 50,000. And what about doing this? 50,000. Will you cook for me? 50,000. Yeah, he did say that. I've heard him say it. Now, was he joking? He should say, you know what? That was in jest. I was joking. He should have said that.
But he was dead serious because he can't say that.
No, I mean, he might have been dead serious. He might have been joking. It's kind of hard to tell with people sometimes, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
But I've heard him say that. I've heard him say it on multiple occasions. So what Anton is saying is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me keep going.
Fox News the other
Hold
day.
on, brother. Hold on. All my brothers have paid for their wives. It's our tradition, our culture, it's our religion. We all paid for our wives. I know that's unfamiliar to him, but it does not make it wrong. And any woman that believes that they shouldn't get paid for a man to show you that they're able to take care of you is foolish, especially in this day and age. And if women follow this, there'll be less women with children without men, because men would have to step up. Men love more what they have to invest in. Allow this man to invest into you.
Speak clearly.
Period. I love it.
On his words.
I
Listen,
love it.
Angela Yee then said, that's like prostitution.
What? Bro,
That's
what are you
almost-
talking? You're remixing it. She never said
Listen,
that.
listen.
Bro, play the clip, please.
Remix
Remix King.
We gotta find
Remix
out. I'm trying to find it right now.
It's a long.
You got it?
Go
I
ahead.
love it.
Okay.
It's not a clip. It's an hour long.
It might be on my. It might be on my. It might be on my IG.
Here's the fact of the matter. We're not gonna divert away.
No,
from
you
it.
trying to remix me? You
No,
can't do that.
Listen, let me speak.
All praises.
Yeah, not
Here's the
defensive.
fact of the matter is, first he agreed with me and said that I don't agree with that people should be dating.
Yes.
Then he admitted and he acted like he was just adding context to the woman that was saying that she was coming out of her whole phase.
Right. Did
And wait.
Go ahead.
Hold it in. Hold it in, bro. Get that up out of you. Hold that in.
Ooh, sassiness.
Hold that in. But instead of telling her no, you should still be abstinent and not date, he then told her, date them all. She said, I want one on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's what she said, word for word.
Remix.
Monday, she said, I kind of want one for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And when y'all go and replay this, because this is recorded, y'all gonna be able to go back and look at it.
Please play it
And
now.
when everybody review this video, when y'all review this video, when you compare it and contrast, right?
No, we're not going to reveal. We're going to do content on this.
Yeah, well, that's for them, okay? If they want to go into this and go find that crap, because I've heard him say it, okay? I've heard him say it on his show, okay, about charging men or making men pay and that kind of crap. The thing is, okay, how much did he pay for his woman, okay? And basically, in their religion or in their context, okay, where you have to have a dowry, you don't pay the dowry to her. Who do you pay the dowry to? Her family. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a different system. That system of dowries does not exist here in the United States. And who are you talking to? You're not talking to people that come from that family base or that kind of traditional situation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's for the people in the East, East Africa and going through Asia, where you have to pay into a certain dowry, right? You have to have a certain amount because the Asians do it, the Africans do it, a lot of traditional people do it, right? In the West, especially with the Latinos and the Western people, we don't have that. Okay, we don't have that kind of stuff. That's like women have a choice, because if that was the case, we had to pay for the woman, then the woman should be a virgin and she should be untouched, and basically then he don't even talk to her. Okay? I want her as my wife. I like her. I've talked to her a couple times, and I want to actually invest in her. So here's a dowry, and let's go ahead and get married. Okay? It's a different story. Okay?
Yeah.
So what he's talking about, he's trying to remix all these different things together. Okay? And it's really not on the man, it's also on the family. Okay? Because he doesn't make her submissive, okay? She comes to you submissive already, no matter how much you pay.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right about that. All right, let's keep going.
Then you tell me who's actually telling the truth, because again, I don't have to make it up. It's all right there. He can try to save face right here if he wants to. But the fact of the matter is, I don't switch up ever. What I say, I mean, and I stand on it as a man. That's what men do. Men stand on what they say. Now, it's okay for you to say, you know what, I got it wrong, and I was pandering to Angela Yee and lip service over to them women because I wanted to be liked instead of telling the truth. But the thing about real ones, the thing about the people that really believe in God is that they tell the truth in season and out of season. They don't switch up. They don't change according to who they in front of at the time. They're not trying to be popularized. They're not trying to fit in with the in crowd. No, look at me in my eyes. Don't switch up. Yes, you seen me. You was looking at me.
Listen, I know. I'm trying to
look at me in my eyes. Look at me, King.
Peace, bro. You okay,
look at me,
brother?
King.
You okay, brother?
I don't switch up ever. I mean what I say, and it's okay.
Right.
To change your mind.
Right.
And I told you, I'm gonna speak to your soul today.
Right.
I prayed for you on the way here.
Right.
For God to prick your heart so that you stop pandering, because you're going to have to be accountable for every single word that you say.
And I love you saying that. I love you doing that.
Listen,
I love that you just said that.
Listen.
Let's go.
Devils get mad when they start to get bothered. Give me a second. I prayed for you. I genuinely did, because you got to be accountable for every single word that you say on this earth.
Yep.
And I don't want you to pander because you're leading people astray. You're leading people and you're presenting yourself a certain way, but I don't want to call you a false prophet. I just want to say that you need better understanding. You're not ready to have conversations with people of how it is that they're supposed to be operating in a relationship. I'm not even sure that based off of what you saying today that you're a reflection of what you advocating for.
What do you mean by that, brother?
Let's listen more to this. The plot thickens. Fair use.
Based off of what you saying, you switching up your words depending on who the audience is.
What words I switch up?
You said that you didn't believe in dating.
Right.
Then you told that woman to date them all. Word for word.
Brother, can we please play the clip? Because I also said I do not believe in dating.
Nah, honestly, I can't even find the clip,
I want to,
man.
but I cannot find it.
I really want to as well.
Can somebody drop that clip in the chat? Yeah, somebody drop that clip in the
somebody
chat.
go ahead. We're gonna let the people
Yeah,
help
and
us out
that's
on that
Yada
one.
on Angela Yee,
Yeah.
and at some
Lip
point,
service.
Lip service.
the words were on lip service.
Yes.
At some point, the
bullshit.
words were said, "Date them all." So we're just trying to find that clip
And
and
we-
what specifically was stated.
And also on
during
my
that
IG, I say date
interaction.
them all.
So it's
So why would you say that though?
so
Listen again.
But
Listen again. Can I?
Why would
Go
you
ahead,
say
let's get
that
it.
on your IG? Why would you say that?
Yeah, why will you say that? I want to hear
You
that.
don't believe in dating. Why would you say date them all?
Yep, let's hear this answer.
Brother, we have women that have sacrificed so much of their bodies and their minds because they didn't have the proper leadership within the home, and we have to deal with it.
Wait.
You look laughing.
Yeah. Before we continue, I know we got 10, 12 people watching. You guys support the channel. Donate channel. Y'all know.
Want my money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Vanny. Bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Yeah, y'all know the deal, man. Yeah, I know most everybody didn't watch this whole full length. I'm here trying to give a critique, a breakdown. I have BGS up here, and I had the man.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce in about 20 minutes, but
No,
yeah,
I'm about in a few minutes because I'm beyond the hour right now.
Yeah.
But so right now, if y'all respect the channel, at least please throw some coins to super chat or cash. No matter, support channel, please. All right.
We struggle streaming here, so come on.
Yeah. You know the deal. All right.
Divine understanding. When I look this way and I'm speaking to the brothers,
Anton laughing.
it's because sometimes when I look into your soul, I see some things that ain't right, bro. Listen to me, brother, because you talking about God. Listen to me, please. A man that's unable to show and prove himself to a woman shouldn't have that woman. This is the laws of nature. Even animals, when it comes to alphas, they'll fight physically to show who deserving of this woman. And that woman goes, or that female species goes with that animal. I'm saying the same thing. Ladies, if this man is unable to provide your every need mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, he's not deserving of you. And if you hear me say date them all, which I did say, you hear me not denying it, because she's already man, this brother here. I said date.
You just contradicted yourself, and that's why you
Thank you very much. That brother, y'all, I respect
he
you.
just out of his own mouth. He just contradicted himself. That's why Anton's laughing. You can't make this shit up.
See, yeah. Oh, you forgot. You know, it's good for you to mention that. Even Kevin could say it best.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up. God damn it! You can't make this shit
You
up.
cannot. Okay, you cannot.
Cannot.
Them all
cannot.
because
You cannot. And like the man said, and he knows he's contradicting himself. When if you said one thing and you said something else on your other page, is a contradiction, brother. I don't care what you said, how you try and how you try and water it down, it's a contradiction. And most men dealing with other men, we could spot you and we could say you're full of ish right now.
In other words, you're pandering and not standing on your square. And basically, whether Anton's one of them East Coast Detroit dudes, right? Okay. It doesn't matter whether he thinks you're right or wrong. He can respect you if you stand on your square.
Yeah.
Right or wrong. If
Exactly.
you say if you mean what you say what you mean, he might not agree with you, but thinks he can respect you, right? Right? He actually doesn't respect the guy right now.
I wouldn't respect him personally.
Yeah, what I'm saying is we know what you said, and now you're saying exactly what you said. You said you agree with Anton saying he doesn't believe in dating. Okay, you could have said no. It's under circumstances I do believe in dating, yada yada yada. But you didn't do that. You agreed with him.
Yeah.
And now you're contradicting yourself.
Exactly. And not in a good way either.
Not in a good way.
Not a good way either. It's not a good look, brother.
In other words, you basically you're caught in your own web right now. Go ahead, play it.
All right, let's play it.
if a man can't show and prove to you, you don't need him. And I believe that wholeheartedly. And I believe that this would save so many women from having dusty bums in their life that they don't need, nor do they deserve that woman. So any man listening, if you truly want that woman, show and prove to her and yourself that you're deserving of that woman. The woman is the greatest gift given to man by God.
No, it's not. And let me correct him. Okay. Never
Okay,
show.
okay, hold on. What do you disagree with?
I'm about to explain it to you.
Okay,
You
go
about
ahead.
to go in. Relax.
Never have to show and prove yourself to a woman, ever. Ever. Never make a woman your God, because that's what you just told him to do. Show and prove yourself to God. That's the only person that you have to answer to. And the thing that he sent as greater than any woman is the Comforter. And the Holy Spirit will guide you, and it will show you your wife, and you don't have to prove yourself to her. The only thing you have to do is be exactly what God ordained you to be, and that's to serve your purpose, and she will follow you, and she will 100% submit herself to you, and on top of that, she will be the helpmeet that God ordained her to be. Never, ever prove yourself to a woman, only prove yourself to God. And the greatest gift was the Comforter. That's what the greatest
When
gift
a man
was.
steps
disagree
into
with
his
that,
divine nature,
Yeah, I know, because we're not religious zealots here. I know.
Yeah, the greatest gift God ever gave to you was life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the first thing. The Comforter, which is your Holy Spirit, which is internal anima, which is your Comforter. That's a whole different story, but that's deeper than Anton. Okay, but
Yeah,
that's
very
what he
deep.
understands.
Yeah. All right, let me.
given to him by God is a protector, provider, leader, teacher. He walks in the divine attributes of God. This is not me saying, oh, show and prove his will. No, show and prove who you are by how you move.
That's not what you
If,
said.
No, listen to me, brother.
I'll listen to you.
If God has put the man as the head, man, be the head. What is the head? A leader, a teacher, a guide, and a protector. You said God, man, woman. The man should
And
be
child.
the roof. The man should be the roof to that woman. He should make sure she's secure. He should make sure she's safe. He should make sure that she's stable. And if he can't do that, he's not moving in the characteristics of God and does not deserve that woman. That's why so many men that run behind these weak men teaching, saying, I'm the prize. I don't have to show myself. Show yourself worthy. Because if you are truly a man of God, I will be able to tell by the fruit you bear, and your fruit should be leading, teaching, guiding, protecting, loving on each and every level.
Listen, you could
Hold on, fellas.
he can say that. He can say that as
praises
much
be
as he
to the
wants
Most
to, over and
All
over
praises be to the
again.
Most High.
But you notice how one thing that he never mentioned was character?
Brother.
No,
I love
Why you always
love
trying
that.
to interrupt me when I start
love
to
that.
talk?
I love that because
I'ma
I
let
did.
him have it.
I did.
You didn't. You didn't.
When a man moves
didn't.
out of the attributes of God, that is his character.
No,
the
listen,
attributes
listen,
is the character,
listen,
my brother.
listen.
Can we do some? He can't read.
Listen,
Can we?
I can't read.
Can we get?
Damn it. We done. We done.
Anyway, okay, yeah, basically.
Yeah, that right there. Now it's going. No, that's an insult. To me,
Yeah.
we call that insult. And you
Yeah.
start using insult. What
Mhm.
is the phrase, elder? You lost.
You lost, yeah.
You just prove it. Now, mind you, all you ladies that watch that back and forth, you're gonna still go back. You're gonna snippet the things that y'all said was so divine and powerful in your so-called cranium, and you're gonna use that to example. Say, yeah, see, this is why we only listen to him. No, you listen to what you want to sexually listen.
Where in the Bible did it say the woman was the prize?
Never
Never. Okay.
even mention it.
Never even mentioned.
Right.
Where the Bible never said that the woman was the prize. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
The man's labor was the prize. Okay.
Mhm.
And basically, a prize any prize that means it gives to you. Okay. So basically, that's why the man is considered the prize. That's because women actually were saved and the man was picked for her to take care of her, right? Because he's the prize. He's the provider. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman had to be cultured, trained, and taught to serve him, not the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most other um, societies, okay, especially traditional societies, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the woman is there to serve him, not vice versa. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's the one supposed to have the purpose and direction, all that kind of stuff. She's supposed to get behind him and help him. So it's called a. That's why even Kevin said, okay, a woman's supposed to be a helpmeet, but that means she's not the prize. He is.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah.
supposed to add to him in addition to him. Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's why I said a woman is an acquisition. A woman is an addition to your life. Okay, not the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
And what he's trying to say is you need to build yourself up, make all this money so that you can do this for her. Bunk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Bunk. Yeah.
bunk.
Yeah.
Because he's leaving the family structure out of the whole thing. That's the whole thing, basically. Okay, um, you're supposed to do the stuff for her, like teach her and all that kind of crap bullshit. Basically, she's supposed to come to you that way, and that's the problem. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
most societies that a woman is ready to be your wife at 15 years old. Okay, because her
Mm-hmm.
mama has taught her since she was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And if a woman is not a wife when you meet her, she's probably not going to be,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not your job to teach her how to be a wife because you're not a woman. How you going to teach her to be a wife? If you're 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, being on your purpose, trying to figure out how to be a man, okay, on top of that, right? Because you're just
Mm-hmm.
figuring out how to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
And you really don't even get close to that till you're 30, right? Okay?
Yeah.
And really don't become a man and figure out how to be a man till you're 40. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to figure out how to be a man. You can't teach her how to be a wife, how to be a helpmate, how to be a woman. That's not your job.
Yeah.
That's her mother's job and her auntie's job and the women in her life's job to figure
Mm-hmm.
out how to be submissive, how to connect with a man, how to vet a man, okay, to have children by. Why you having children outside of wedlock with a guy that's not your husband? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they have been teaching that for the last 10,000 years. Okay, but all of a sudden it's a new day, and I'm gonna have a baby by my jump off. Okay, because he makes me feel good,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna blame that on men. It ain't the man's problem. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you could, you would send her back to her parents to get to be retaught because this one didn't make it.
Nope.
Because the thing is, if you go to school and you go to college and you go on a job, okay, uh, it's not the job's responsibility to teach you how to read and write and do arithmetic, okay. You should
Mm-hmm.
have learned that in school, okay, through the system, okay. That's why they picked you because you have been identified to have a certain amount of knowledge and a certain amount of experience to actually do the job that you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And all this crap that you got to build, you got to be her provider and yada yada yada. You're not her teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there some things that she has to know to adjust to you? Yeah, okay. But for the most part, when my mother and father came together, my father didn't have to teach her about anything about being a goddamn wife.
Mm-hmm.
She was taught that by her aunties and her mother. So when he got together, all he had to do was worry about himself and his end of the bargain. Okay.
So that's it. That's it.
That's how come guys are going overseas and going to different places because those women are submissive. I seen it. I said, wait a minute. This dude is living in a shack, and this woman is humble, submissive, quiet, and peaceful. Okay, the dude is drunk on his ass, right? And her daughter going to the bar and getting him and walking him home. Okay, instead of cussing
Mm-hmm.
him out. I said, why is that? Because that's what her mama taught her.
Yeah.
Okay, so all this crap that he's teaching is taking the responsibility off the female. No, that's the fact you need to put more responsibility on the female.
Exactly.
Okay, if you want to date them all, that's fine. Then you get what you deserve, and hopefully you have enough beauty and charisma to get the kind of guy that you want. If you got that kind of talent, it's like a good-looking dude with charisma, right? He can date 1,000 different women and still pull off a good one because he got it like that.
Mm-hmm.
How about the women that don't have it like that?
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway.
All right. BGS, thank you for stopping by. I hope this was entertaining, sir. Because now if you've seen it firsthand, you know what I'm saying? And for those that ask, if your subscribers, whoever on your side will pay you nicely and with eager if they want you to cover it, that's up to them. I already covered enough on it. I think I might do a second part. We'll see.
One thing he's missing, he don't look like Derek Jackson. Okay, that's his problem.
Yeah, that's the only thing he missing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
you
yep.
shorter than Anton talking this shit. Okay,
Is he really that short?
he's short. Okay, you see, go back and see them sitting in chairs. Okay, he's a little guy.
Oh wow, that makes sense why he would talk the way he does.
And Anton is not tall. Anton's like 5'8". You know, so
Yeah,
Anton's not
so
a tall
yeah,
person.
he's
He's a
actually
little
a real
person.
short king. Yeah,
He's a short king. Yeah.
yeah.
So.
If he was like a 2 inch, he'd probably be the average height right now for the Western man here in America. 5'9", half, maybe
Yeah.
10. Yeah, but so.
Yeah, that's like anybody that has to remix and grin like that, I don't trust because okay, you're trying to sell me on something, which is fine. Okay, if you want to sell your herbs and sell your products as a salesman, that's fine. Okay, I could care less about that. But thing is that I know Anton's doing it because he's trying to uh, spread his brand. Okay, but thing is, I looked at the dude like for like 30 seconds. Said, but the dude trying to sell me that bullshit. Okay,
Yeah.
for about 30 seconds. Anyhow,
Yeah.
let me jump off of here.
All right. Catch you on the next one, BGS. If you
All right.
have your normal Friday thing, I'll be tuning in like always.
Well, I think Art's on Friday, this Friday, and I'll be with Rom doing a seminar. So that's where I'll be.
Okay. Like an in-person seminar.
No. Basically, he does this little online seminar with guests coming in like once a month. So I'll be doing that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right. Thank you again, BJS. If any seminar, just send me information on it on email. Don't tell right here, but email and I'll look it up. All right.
All right. Peace
Thank
out.
you again. Appreciate it. I hope you guys like this stream. Hope you're well entertained. Got enough out of this. Hope you like the new look. I mean, this is different, much better. I might switch back to the square. Who knows? We'll see. But I like this so far. I'll give this a shot. But other than that, I'll be looking forward to hearing y'all thoughts in the comment section on this one.